is good, everybody? What is going on? It is me, the Joey Digital, and I am here maxing out, relaxing at the super amazing, self-healing city of Sunrise. And I'm at the Sawgrass Mills Mall, just hanging out, you know what I mean? And I'm super happy to have you all here, super excited that you all have taken the time out of your busy schedule. I would love to encourage you to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you all may be updated when I post and create all new content. All right, cool. What is good, everybody? What is going on? Hoping, wishing, praying that your day is as amazing as you all already are. I just want to go ahead and get to you all some amazing content for your feed, and I just want to let you know that real quick before I get it going, that you all are greatly appreciated in this moment, and I just want to share that with you all. Super happy to have you all here, and if this content is something that you all are excited about hearing about, go ahead and throw 1, 2, 3 100s down in the comment section. All right, cool. Yes, so what I am creating content about today is the super powerful crystal, metaphysical crystal, one of my favorite crystals ever, and that is LAPIS Lazuli right here. Amazing, amazing, amazing crystal, and I've been using it now, I don't even know, probably 6 months now, 8 months now. I can't even remember. It feels like I've had it forever. But lapis lazuli here, super strong crystal that you can definitely use when you are on your spiritual journey. I have some terminology that I want to share with you all pertaining to lapis lazuli. All right, and it goes as this: lapis lazuli is often called the wisdom keeper because of its deep connection to intuition, truth, and spiritual insight. This vibrant blue stone is closely associated with the third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, self-awareness, and inner vision. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there real quick, and I just want to let you know, if you are looking for wisdom in your day-to-day life, if you are looking for insight, if you are looking for infinite truth, this is the crystal to have. All right, hit that like button. All right, so let me finish reading. Lapis lazuli is often called the wisdom keeper because of its deep connection to intuition, truth, and spiritual insight. This vibrant blue stone is closely associated with the third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, self-awareness, and inner vision. The metaphysical properties are as such: intuition and wisdom, helps unlock deeper understanding and self-awareness. Truth and communication, supports honest expression and clear communication, linked to the throat chakra, right? Protection and serenity, shields against negative energies and fosters inner peace. Spiritual growth, encourages self-discovery, and strengthens the connection between mind, body, and spirit. All right. Historically, lapis lazuli was revered by ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians, who used it in royal jewelry and burial ornaments. It was even ground into powder for blue eyeshadow, famously worn by Cleopatra. All right, I love lapis lazuli. All right, one of my favorite crystals that I work with. I personally feel that when I work with lapis lazuli, that it makes me feel very strong. All right, like I feel very strong. I feel like a leader. You know, I feel personally that it has leadership qualities. I feel that it keeps you grounded, and it keeps your connection with God very strong, with source energy very strong, in regards to your abilities to tap into your insight, your downloads. And I also believe it helps with your clarity, as far as once you get the downloads, what it entails to. All right, I have a lot of downloads, and for those of us, especially, I know a lot of people here at the collective, we have a lot of excellent ideas, and we have so many excellent ideas. A lot of time we may forget them, or we may leave one great idea for an even better idea. The list goes on and on and on. All right, holding lapis lazuli, it helps you to hold on to the great ideas, and it gives the clarity needed so that you can see where to apply the knowledge, all right? And when I say knowledge, I mean the actual wisdom that comes with the knowledge, all right? Because, as I said earlier when I was reading the passage, it helps with wisdom, and we all know that wisdom is applied knowledge, okay? And what that means is wisdom is your life story. It's things that, it's not just information, it's things that you actually really live through, and you have your story to tell. You have your reasoning why you're telling your story, which is the wisdom, okay? And, just reading that, it helped me a lot with my wisdom and my third eye. Once you open your third eye, a lot of things are very open. There's no more veils, there's no more hidden truths. You really have access to all the truths, to your own insight in your own journey. And that's where the intuition comes in. You intuitively, you feel like things are going a certain way. When to make certain decisions, when to not make certain decisions, when to fall back, or when to apply pressure and go forward. And as I said earlier, with the truth and the communication, the truth and communication could be with yourself. Like a lot of us, once we open our third eye, we do spend a lot of time in isolation. We do isolate a lot because we're learning to do away with a lot of the other voices that may have been in our previous journey, and we're learning to trust our own voice. We're learning to trust our own voice, our own intuition, our own insight. And so the truth and communication could be with what you're telling yourself, okay? You may be doing away with a lot of negative self-talk, and you may be actually embracing a lot more love, frequency, and energy in that regard. And the protection and the serenity is what I was entailing earlier when I was saying I feel more grounded. When you feel grounded, that is protection. That is your energetic field being protected against anything negative, or against anything that is counterintuitive to you in your growth season, okay? Any season could be your growth season. Every season can be your growth season. And any time is an excellent time to be grounded and protected, all right, regardless of what it is you're into, okay? And I personally go to this crystal every single day. This is one of my go-to crystals, and I actually love this crystal because it shields against negative energies, as I said earlier, and it fosters the inner peace, okay? So it helps you be at peace with a lot of things, a lot of decisions that you've made, whether they're good or whether they're bad. You learn that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be in your own energy, all right? You don't need to really look for other people to feel grounded, And then, it actually opens up an opportunity to, when you are seeking other people, it will be your tribe. It will be your people that are on a journey with you, that understand you, understand with you, and stand with you to overstand a lot of things that you may or may not be going through in your journey. Confirmation. And the spiritual growth is also important as well. I feel that I have spiritually grown with Lapis Lazuli. I feel like my relationship with the source of creation, with God, is very strong because I've learned to trust the process, you know, like I've learned to not feel like I have to be in on every decision that I have coming into my life, you know, like I learned that, you know, sometimes the best decision that you can make is to not make any decision at all and just trust the process. Just trust that you're in the right place. Just trust that the ideas and the concepts and the resolutions that you are given are exactly what it is that you need, so that you can be everything that you need to yourself, for yourself. And you know, that's where the spiritual growth comes in, because the more you trust who you are spiritually, the more you grow, you know. And as I say all the time, what you focus on is what you grow with, okay? What you focus on is what will grow in your life. And when you focus on yourself, you are what grows, okay? And when you are protected, as I said earlier, protected, and you are communicating within the truth that you have within yourself, and you are using your intuition and your wisdom, you learn to live in your heart space, okay? You are no longer living in your mind, you are living in your heart, okay? Your mind is, so in return, what that means is, for all my people who enjoy their mind being a blank canvas, you then have 1000% or more room to actually receive the downloads. And as you receive the downloads, you're not living in your mind, you're just getting the insight, you're just getting the inspiration, you're getting the motivation. And because you have taken all of your energy from here and put it in your heart space, you are then living in love. So you're loving the process, you're loving the downloads that you get in your mind, because you are trusting your wisdom, you're trusting your intuition, you're living in your truth, you're communicating positively with yourself, and using protection against, you know, against the negative energy with the positivity, the spiritual growth, all that stuff that I just said earlier pertaining to Lapis Lazuli. It is the truth. I love this crystal. I hope that you love it too. Go ahead to your local metaphysics shop. I personally get my crystals from Bohemian Chick. Y'all know that is home base. That's where I get all my stuff. You know, I got all my moldavite, all that good stuff, all that beautiful stuff. You know, stuff that I wear every single day. And by the way, I do wear my moldavite every single day. I sleep with my moldavite, and it's super serious. You know, I probably should do a video on moldavite next, but I'm not doing it right now. Right now, I'm focused on the truth seeker, the strength creator, Lapis Lazuli. I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Super happy to have you all here. Hoping that I brought a lot of quality to your YouTube experience. All right. And if I have, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as of yet, and share this with a few people. All right. Before I get up out of here, I do want to promote my free ebook. It's free again. 21 self-healing affirmations. It's on the website. All right, the joeydigitalexperience.com. Go ahead and, you know, check it out. You know, it is what I used to start my journey. You know, I studied it for 21 days or more. You know what I mean? You know, not only did I study, not only did I create the book, but I stand by it. I definitely, you know, meditated on it, and you know what, I just said, you know, I'm gonna create it and release it to the public, you know. And you know, I do have the book on Amazon. That one, it's, you know, of course, you know, that one is, you know, for purchasing purposes. But if you want to get it for the free, go ahead, and at the end of the video, I will be releasing the link so that you could go ahead and check it out. It is ready and available for free for download. All right. And, you know, let me know what experiences you have with it in the comment section, all right? But before I get up out of here, I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Go ahead to your local crystal shop and get lapis lazuli, or if y'all want to get it from where I get mine from, Bohemian Chick has it. They do deliver, you know what I mean? And, you know, go ahead and follow them, subscribe to them on Instagram. I think they have a YouTube page as well. Actually, they do have a YouTube page. You know, I apologize. They do have a YouTube page. Go ahead, check them out. And just know that whatever it is that you all are praying for, I am praying for it to manifest positively in your life as well, all right? And make sure you do something super sweet for yourself, super nice for yourself this week, this month, this year, whenever it is that you see this video. And, you know, sending you all a wave of positive energy, frequency, and vibrations, all right? Peace and blessings. Namaste.